Hello friends, now we see the next part of unit first vector, that is part second. In this part we see the scalar product of two vectors. The scalar product is also known as dot product of two vectors, and its different characteristic that we have seen in this chapter, we will see in this chapter. So what is the meaning of scalar product? The scalar product of two vector is equal to the product of magnitude of two vector and cosine angle between them. So the scalar product is nothing but the scalar product of two vector is equal to the product of magnitude of two vector and cosine angle between them. Suppose we consider that a and b are the two vectors, then their scalar product, it is shown by a dot b, and it is nothing but magnitude of first vector, that is a, magnitude of second vector, that is b, and cosine angle between them, that is cos theta. So the scalar product, it is shown by a dot b, vector a dot vector b is equal to ab cos theta. So this is our scalar product. Let a and b are the two vectors. Theta is the angle between a and b. The scalar or dot product of a and b is given by vector a dot vector b. It is equal to ab cos theta. Here we consider that a and b are the two vectors and theta is the angle between that two vector a and b, where a and b are magnitudes of vector a and vector b respectively. So this a is the magnitude of vector a, b is the magnitude of vector b, and cos theta is the angle between that two vectors. The scalar product of two vectors gives a scalar quantity. Why we say that it is a scalar product? Because the product of two vectors, here we say that vector a dot vector b. So here taking two vectors quantity and their product, you will get one scalar quantity. Therefore such type of product, it is known as scalar product. Means two vector quantities we are used, and the product of that two vector quantity is nothing but a scalar quantity. Therefore such type of product, it is known as scalar product. The dot sign is used between two, hence it is called as dot product. Here a dot b, the scalar product, it is shown by a dot b, and therefore this product is also known as dot product because the product is shown by dot sign. Therefore it is also known as dot product. Work is a scalar quantity. Work is a scalar quantity. If we see the definition of work, work is nothing but force into displacement. It is the dot product of force F, vector F, and displacement, that is vector S. So force and displacement, these two are the vector quantities. Why? Because for force we required magnitude as well as direction, in which direction we apply force. Without that we can't say. Therefore force is a vector quantity. At the same time displacement is also a vector quantity, but the product of force and displacement, you will get one scalar quantity. It is nothing but work, W. So here we see few example. Work is nothing but work is equal to F dot S, that is vector F dot vector S is equal to Fs cos theta. If we consider the value of cos theta is 1, then work is nothing but force into displacement. In normal we find the formula, that is work is nothing but the product of force into displacement. Similar one, another one is power. Power P is nothing but the product of vector V and vector F, vector F and vector V. Vector F is the force, vector V is the velocity, therefore F V cos theta. Again here we consider that if the value of cos theta is 1, then power, you will get power is equal to F into V, that is force into velocity. It is known as power. Characteristic of a scalar product. Now we see the characteristic of a scalar product. First characteristic, scalar product obeys the law of multiplication. square product obey the law of multiplication. What is the law of multiplication? That is A dot B is equal to B dot A. In multiplication we say that 3 into 4 is equal to 4 into 3. Means the same number if we interchange, then you will get, if you will get the same answer, then we say that it is commutative law of multiplication. So the scalar product obeys the commutative law of multiplication. If we take the product of A dot B, it is equal to B dot A. That is A dot B is equal to AB cos theta. B dot A is equal to BA cos theta. So A here A is there, BB is there. So magnitude of vector A here is same, here also same. Magnitude of B here also same, here also same. And cos theta angle is there. So here AB cos theta and BA cos theta both are same, equal values, and therefore we say that A dot B is equal to B dot A, and therefore we say that the scalar product obeys the commutative law of multiplication. Next, the scalar product obeys the distributive law of multiplication. What is distributive law? Here we say that is A dot B plus C. Here one bracket is there, and in this bracket here we shown that B plus C. Now here we distribute that bracket. So if we distribute it, you will get A dot B plus A dot C. So the answer, that is A dot B plus C, is same that A dot B plus A dot C, and therefore here we say that the scalar product obey the distributive law of multiplication. Means we can distribute this bracket in two parts, that is A dot B plus A dot C, and the answer is same as that, like A dot B plus C, and therefore this distributive law of multiplication is obeyed by the scalar product. The third, the scalar product of two perpendicular vectors is 0. If two vectors are there and their angle is 90 degree, means they are perpendicular. If A is perpendicular to B, then theta is equal to 90 degree. When the two vectors are perpendicular, the angle between that two vector is 90 degree. Therefore A dot B is equal to AB cos 90, but cos 90 is equal to 0, and therefore we say that A dot B is equal to 0. Why? The magnitude A is non-zero, the magnitude B is also non-zero, but the value of cos 90 is 0. And if the value of cos 90 is 0, then we know that if anything multiply by 0, the answer is 0. Therefore A into B into 0 is nothing but 0, and therefore here we say that A dot B is equal to 0. In other words, if a scalar product of two vectors is 0, then the two vectors must be perpendicular to each other. Now here we consider the reversing. If the dot product or scalar product of two vectors is 0, then we say that two vectors are perpendicular to each other. That is A dot B is equal to 0. Then we say that vector A and vector B are perpendicular to each other. In first case, we say that if A is perpendicular to B, their dot product or their scalar product is 0. Now here we consider the reverse thing. If the dot product of two vector is 0 or the scalar product of two vector is 0, then the two vectors are perpendicular to each other. The scalar product of two parallel vector, that is theta equal to 0, is simply the product of magnitude of two vectors. Means if we consider that two vectors are parallel, that is vector A is parallel to vector B. If both vectors are parallel, if A is parallel to B, then angle between that two vector is 0. That is the value of theta is 0. Therefore here we say that A dot B is equal to AB cos 0. And if AB cos 0, if cos 0 is equal to 1, we know that the value of cos 0 is 1. Therefore A into B into 1 you will get, and we know that if any number, if it is multiplied by 1, then you will get the same number, and therefore here we say that A dot B is equal to AB. If two vectors are parallel, then the resultant or the product is nothing but the magnitude of that two vector. The magnitude of vector A is A, the magnitude of vector is vector B, and therefore here we say that the A dot B, vector A dot vector B is equal to AB when the two vectors are parallel to each other. The scalar product of two vector antiparallel vector is simply negative of product of magnitude of two vectors. If the vectors are antiparallel, if A vector is antiparallel to B, then theta is equal to 180 degree. If the angle is 180 degree, then the value of cos 180 is minus 1. Therefore, A dot B is nothing but AB cos 180, and if cos 180 is minus 1, therefore A dot B is equal to minus AB. So here we say that if the two vectors are antiparallel, the negative of product of magnitude of two vectors, the scalar product is nothing but the negative of magnitude of that two vector, means vector A magnitude is A, vector B magnitude is B, and they are antiparallel. It is shown by minus sign. The scalar product of two vector with itself, that is self dot product, is equal to square of its magnitude. Suppose if we take vector A and if we take its dot product or scalar product with itself, means A dot A, then you will get A into cos 0. Sorry, here it should be A. So A dot A cos theta, A into cos theta, but the value of cos 0 is 1, therefore A into A, and you will get A square. So the self product is equal to square of its magnitude. So A dot A is there, so its self product or the scalar product is equal to A square. The scalar product of rectangular unit vector with itself is always equal to 1. That is I dot I, j dot j, or k dot k is equal to 1. Why? Because the self product theta is also again 0, cos 0 is 1. Therefore, here we say that I dot I, the magnitude of I is 1, the second magnitude of I is also 1, and cos 0 is also 1. Therefore 1 into 1, it is nothing but 1. So the scalar product of rectangular unit vector with itself is always equal to 1. If we take the scalar product of I with I, j with j, and k with k, it is equal to 1. The scalar product of two different rectangular unit vector is always 0. Why? Because the angle between two rectangular unit vector is 90 degree. So if we consider I dot j, j dot k, or k dot I, their the angle between that two vector rectangular unit vector is 0. The value of 0, here it is value of 90 degree. The value of 90 degree is 0, and therefore if anything multiply by 0, you will get answer 0. So the scalar product of two different vector is always 0. If A is equal to IAX plus JAY plus KZ and B is equal to IBX plus JBY plus KBZ, then A dot B is equal to AXBX plus AYBY plus AZBZ. Now here we take first LHS and we prove that it is equal to RHS. So vector A dot vector B, vector A we can express like this: IAX plus JAY plus KZ, vector B IBX plus IBJBY plus KBZ. So A dot B is nothing but I dot I. So here first what we do, just a minute. Here we take IAX multiply to the second bracket, next JAY multiply to the second bracket, KAZ multiply to the second bracket. So when we first multiply IAX to IBX, so you will get I dot I into AXBX. When we multiply IAX to JBY, you will get I dot J AXBY. If we multiply I dot AX to KBZ, you will get I dot K AXBZ. So similarly, you will get here J dot I AYBX, J dot J AYBY, J dot K AYBY, AYBZ. Here we require here K dot I AZBX plus K dot J az by, and here k dot k az bz. So here also bz is required, here also bz is required. So I into I is 1, j into j is 1, k into k is 1, that is the self product of unit vector, rectangular unit vector is 1. Similarly, the product of different unit vector I dot j, I dot k, j dot I, j dot k, k dot I, and k dot j, all these are 0. So 1 into ax bx, 0 into ax by, 0 into ax bz, 0 into ay bx plus 1 into ay by plus 0 into ay by. So in this way, this one quantity, this one quantity, and this one quantity, these quantities will remain, and therefore finally you will get a dot b is nothing but ax bx plus ay by plus az br, that is baz, that is LHS equal to RHS. And hence we can prove that the self product, we can if we take the dot product of two vector, we can write it into rectangular component, that is ax bx plus ay by plus az bz. The scalar product of two vector is equivalent to the product of magnitude of one vector with component of other in direction of the first. This is the geometrical interpretation meaning of scalar product. Let a and b are the two vectors as shown in figure. So here we show that vector, this is vector a and this is vector b. A cos theta is the component of a along the direction of b. So this is the a cos theta, it is the component of a along the direction of b. Similarly, b cos theta, it is the component of b, vector b, along direction of a. b cos theta is the component of b along the direction of a. So a dot b is nothing but a b cos theta, or is equal to a b in bracket b cos theta. B cos theta is the component of b in the direction of a. Similarly, b dot a is equal to b a cos theta, that is b in bracket a cos theta. Therefore b and the component of a in the direction of b. So in this way we can express that the scalar product of two vector is equivalent to the product of magnitude of one vector with the component of other in the direction of first. So that component of vector a in the direction of b, or here the component of b in the direction of a. So these are the few different 10 characteristics today we see in this part. So this is the what we see in today's part. First we see the what is the meaning of scalar product of dot or dot product. The scalar product or dot product means the vector product of the product of two vectors is equal to the magnitude of two vectors and cosine angle between them. So such type of product, it is represented by a dot b, and after that we see the different characteristics of the scalar product or dot product. Okay, so these are the parts that we have seen in this lecture. Thank you.